Hello, hello to my sisters. Hello, hello to my brothers. How y'all be doing? You know how I be, your sister T. Coffee, tea, you can't forget about me. And you know my life's motto. It does not matter not one bit if I know you or you know me. But because we're God's creations, because we are human beings, that right there is what makes me and you family. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing to my brothers and sisters out there? What's up to all the lovers? How y'all doing? You know, I had some construction going on up here at the golf course where I live out in the mountains, and they were doing some construction. There was no way I could get on, but oh, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you. Oh, you done went through a whole week, me and you both, and today is Tuesday. God has taken us and woke us up every day and provided everything we needed to get through last week. And now we're on another week. We're on the second day of this week. And yet, he's providing. Yet, he's protecting. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And I just had to get on today. I was watching this show, and I don't know if you know about this show, but it's called For My Man. It's a show that come on TV One. And it's about a lie. Because, see, people want to blame and say what love is when love ain't got nothing to do with what you're doing and not doing. That's a choice. Love is not stupid. Love is not blind. Love is kind. It's patient. It's not all buffed up. It doesn't envy anyone. It's not jealousy. But love is surely not ignorant. No, it is not. So just because you make a choice to go do something for someone or not, knowing, and here it is, this is the whole thing. You know the person you say you love. The thing you finna go do for, you know how that person is treating you. How that person, if he's showing you or she's showing you love, you know all about it. Because she's showing you or he's showing you. But if they not showing you, don't you believe it. Because they would show you love, it can't be told. It gotta be showed. It's an action. It's an action word. And listen, Jesus, the Lord, is love. Yes, Jesus didn't do not one sin. He came on this earth for one purpose, and that was us. So that we may have a fair chance at life and have eternal life after death. That's what Jesus went through, as all the transgressions, all the mistreatment that they put on Jesus. He did it for us. How can Jesus be love? And love is fake. Love is unreal. Or love is unkind, unjust, unrighteous. No, that's your choice. If you choose to go out there and be unrighteous, if you choose to ignore the signs that are right in front of you to tell you who this person is and what you need to be doing about it. But if you want to stay in that, if you want to do everything you can by making choices to keep that, that's what you're doing. But love is not that. That's not what love is. Love is truth. Love is righteous. Yes. Love not gonna have you going out there to hurt yourself. Love not gonna have you going out there doing wrong. Love not gonna have you going out there mistreating others. That's not love. That's not love. If Jesus is love, you can't even put all that with him. You can't say Jesus is jealous. Jesus envies. Jesus put things in us to make us go do wrong. Jesus, he put things in our mind to tell us to do this and do that. That's against the law. No, that's not love. You have a choice, my sister or my brother. Out of what you are going through, you have a choice. If you think that by doing that thing that you are going to do or doing, it's an excuse for what you're doing. Hey, let me tell you, it is what it is. And the truth of the matter is, because you say you love this person, you are going to go out there and do some things that you know that are illegal. You're going to go out there and do some things that are against your own morals and values. Yes! Your own personal belief system. You're going to have somebody out there making you go do some things. Satan is a liar. Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I met two young ladies. And the two young ladies were beginning to tell me about their past life. And I began to put one and one, and you know 1 and 1 is 2. So the truth came out because it's a return to that past life. And as these two beautiful young ladies was talking to me, I looked at them as if they was my own daughter. I looked at them as if they was my own daughter. One of them I knew of, had met before. The other one I had never met. But my heart of love for them, stranger or not, had me giving these two women motherly love advice. Yes! One of the young ladies had been in the foster care system all her life. But I had to let her know, baby, you still worth it. You are still worth love. You are deserving of love. It's not love, baby, if you let someone have you go out there doing something that is against you and against your morals and against your values and against your belief system. That's on you. That has nothing to do with love. That is my whole point today. I have been so anxious to get on and talk. I was just so mad at times because I was like, I can't say nothing about nothing. I can't get on and say I'm going to go in this room or go to that room. And they won't. I can have privacy. You ain't going to be able to hear. You know it is when they got that and they doing all this work. You wouldn't have been able to hear me. You would have been probably so mad that I had not common sense to say, how can you do your show and we can't hear you? So I had to wait. But see, life will do that to you sometimes. Life will make you stop. Life will put you in a situation where you're not able to do something that you may want to do. But that's all right. That's all right if you stand right with God. Because if you stand right with God, even if you don't have yourself, and you should fall or make a mistake, God will be there to correct you and help you and see you through. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. But there is no way, my sister or my brother, there's no way that you can say to yourself that it's love. I don't care how much of a bond, how much of a connection you may have for or with another person. If that other person and or yourself make a choice to say, I'm going to go do wrong. And this is love. Love. Some they got this saying, love is how you doing crazy. Love is blind. Love not blind. No. Love is wide open. Love is transparency. Love is what it is, what it is. Love ain't faking and shaking and try to make. That's not what love is. Love is not a trickery. No. That wouldn't be Jesus. Jesus Christ is none of that. When you think of love, you ought to think of something so precious and so pure. Would Jesus ask you to do something to hurt yourself? Would Jesus ask you to do anything that's going to hurt another person? Jesus wouldn't do that. If anything, Jesus would ask you to let him help you. Let him help you. And like he tells us in his word, he said, cast all your cares upon me, before I care for you. See, God knows what we need before we need it. We don't know everything we need. Some things we need and some things are won't. Like I tell people all the time, I may desire a man, but I need Jesus. Let me tell you, I don't need nothing that God don't got. I don't need nothing if it's going to have me going against his will. I don't need nothing if it's going to have me going against his word. I don't need it, I don't want it, and I ain't going to have it. No, I am not. But I refuse to say that something so precious as love, so beautiful as love, and it will have you doing wrong, doing things that's gonna hurt yourself, doing crimes that you know are wrong. You know if you get caught, you're going to jail. But no, you let all this stuff get in your head and trick you. I told them 2 young girls, I said, don't you ever, you need to know that you are queens. I even told the one that said she was in foster care all her life, I said, baby, God brought you out. You made it. You're a grown woman now. You made it. With life, you can do anything. If you would have died, it would have been nothing else for you to do. But you are alive. You made it. God was with you all the way. He made it to where you are here today to yet see this day. So don't let nobody get in your head and tell you to do this or do that. No. Because see, it's not money that's the root of all evil. It's for the love of money that is the root of all evil. It's because you love it. You love it so much that it will have that you gonna be doing right. It ain't having you do it. That money can't jump off that table, can't jump in your wallet and talk and tell you nothing. That's you. That's all on you making a choice to go do something. Whether it's to get more money, whether it's to steal, rob, whatever you doing that ain't righteous, you are doing it out of choice. It has nothing to do with love. God forbid. I just had to get on because I want you to know what love is. I don't want you to think. I don't want you to assume. I don't want the young children to assume. The young ladies that are young and just them coming up. I don't want them to think that they're not deserving of. Even a woman today that's married in a relationship with a husband or a woman, whatever your relationship consists of. But still, I say this. I don't understand. If you're going to sacrifice and the other person going to sacrifice to say we're going to have one another in a relationship and we're going to live together and put our lives together and join them together to make one, well, then I don't understand why y'all can't work together to make one. Why you're not on the same page. Why one is trying to have the other go out here and do wrong when they know wrong is wrong. When wrong ain't right. See? It's your choice. I remember in my marriage, I'll tell you, get a drink of water and I'll get right back with you. Hold on 1 minute. I remember in my marriage, I don't know what happened to my ex-husband, but all I know is when I got cancer, he got crazy. He got very mean. He became violent, became abusive. And I remember I used to call my mama every time he'll do something. And I remember my mama told me, she said, you know what? It's gonna come a time when you ain't gonna call me. You gonna call me, but what you done did, not what he did. You gonna be calling me, telling me what you did. Believe you me, that's what happened. I got tired one day, and I said, that's it. I'm out of here. I let him know I was going. Tell me, where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? 5 children. Where you gonna go? There you go. But I didn't worry about what he said. I worried about what I was going to do. I left. When I called my mother and told her, Mom, I want you to come visit me in my new apartment, completely furnished. My mom did not believe it. She said, what? You didn't? She said, didn't I tell you? She said, didn't I tell you? She go, when you get tired. You see, anybody else can be tired of somebody else's life all day long, which you shouldn't be, because nobody's life should affect yours. I don't care who that person is. That's how I am. I don't care if you're my child. I don't care if you're my grandchild. Your life is your life. And my life is my life. I'm not going to let what you got going on take me out. I'm not going to do that. Hold on 1 minute. I need some water, y'all. I'm just thirsty. So she came over to my house, her and my auntie. And she said, didn't I tell you? She said, didn't I tell you? She go, when you get tired, ain't nobody else got to be tired, but when you get tired, you going to make a move. You ain't going to sit there and believe this stuff no more and put up with some stuff that you know you shouldn't be putting up with, and know that you're better than, and know that this is beneath you. You going to make a move. And I did. But I'm telling you what love is not. Don't let nobody, I don't care who they are, say they love you, but not acting as they love you, not showing you as they love you. They're not showing you that they love you. They're looking out for you, never doing anything to hurt you, never asking you to do anything that's going to hurt yourself. But my sister and my brother, you better know that you are deserving. And you are deserving because of one reason and one reason only: our Father God. When our Father God wakes us up and give us another day of life, He's giving it to us to have it, and to have it more abundantly. Quit living beneath your privileges. Quit allowing Satan to get into your mind and your head to where you're blind and you can't see. To where you're so blind, you're stagnating, procrastinating, and just staying in a rut that you don't need to be in. See, ruts are not good. They're not good. And situations and people ain't good either. If they got you going against what you know is wrong. Don't nobody got to tell you what's right. Don't nobody got to tell you what's wrong. Don't nobody got to tell you on some things, you just know. And let me tell you something else. I told them other two girls, I said, why are you going to play Russian roulette with your life? Because that's what you're doing. You risking your life for whatever reason you want to risk it for. It don't matter. But I'm going to tell you something. If you're going to do anything with this life that God has gave us, and you want to do the best by it, and you're going to risk anything, boy, you better run to Jesus and give it to Jesus and tell Jesus to take it and be control of it, and don't leave. That's what you better do. Because I'll tell you, I don't know nothing on this earth. I don't have nothing on this earth but Jesus. Nobody, I mean nobody, and not one thing can treat me and do for me better than Jesus. Nobody. He's my all in all. I don't got nothing, but I can stand in Him. I can believe and know and trust Him that He'll come through every single time for me. He'll show up and show out and give me the victory. Give me the success over a situation. He'll do the same thing for you. So my sister and my brother, know what love is. Read in the Bible, get in Corinthians, the 14th chapter, and know what love is. Because a lot of us, man, let me take me out of that boat. A lot of people are blaming love for their actions of the reason why they're doing something. Love is crazy. Love is blind. How you doing this? How you doing all the time? That's a lie. That's a lie. That's called choice. That's what that is. That's choice. So my sister and my brother, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you. I pray all is well with you. But don't worry, I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. I'm glad to see you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your support. Hit the like button and know. Until the next tea time on the same tea channel. God bless you. God keep you safe. And remember, don't you let nothing and nobody take away your inner joy and happiness. God bless you.